High-profile right-wingers have learned that having integrity and telling the truth just get in the way of achieving their goals for power and demonizing people on the left. That's why for them, having integrity is for suckers, telling the truth is for chumps. Hello everyone, I'm Don B. I take a progressive view of everyday issues. It's a counter to the conservative bullshit that's so widespread throughout our society. Now, the few Republican politicians that try to show some integrity and not just blindly follow Trump get shouted down at rallies and ostracized within the Republican Party. Here's a definition of integrity. Integrity is the practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values. Gone are the days of the GOP being largely about lower taxes, less government interference in the lives of Americans, and some conservative positions on social issues. Not that I agree with any of that. Now it's become largely about blind allegiance to Trump, the leader of their cult, owning the libs, lying and not being honest about people in the LGBTQ community and other minority groups. For example, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his disgusting laws and practices to rewrite the true horrors of slavery, and some Republicans' sad, bizarre, and cultish following of their Führer, Donald J. Trump. The orange makeup-wearing scam artist clown can do whatever he wants, no matter how much it affects individuals, groups, or our country. When any individual is not held accountable for his actions, that is definitely not integrity. The Republican establishment lies constantly to suck up to Trump, especially about the last presidential election. There have been multiple challenges and investigations about voter fraud by Democratic voters, but nothing close to voter fraud has been found. Many on the right still insist that the election was stolen. They refuse to just be real about it, like I worked that in. By saying the election was stolen, to most of them, that means only conservatives should decide who is in power because they are the true patriots, and that there's a conspiracy by black voters and others so freaking stupid I'm not going to repeat it. This is absolutely a lack of integrity. Now, high-profile right-wingers are lying and saying that the investigations and indictments of Trump are about weaponizing the Justice Department. The Biden administration has nothing to do with this. There's enough evidence to indict him, but unfortunately, most Republicans don't believe he should be held responsible for his actions. They don't have the integrity to not just blindly follow an individual and put country ahead of their Führer. We constantly hear a lot of right-wingers say, what about, you can fill in the blank with someone on the left. A lot of right-wingers don't hold their side to the same standard as they want people on the left to be held to. In today's Republican Party, admitting you're wrong or taking responsibility for something you did wrong is seen as a sign of weakness. That definitely is not integrity. It's as if you told your kid, son, if you did something wrong, you don't have to take responsibility for it. Just point to something someone else did and say, what about them? That'll take the focus off you, put it on them, and you won't have to answer for what you did. But fortunately, that bullshit doesn't work in the justice system. Once again, a lack of integrity. Having integrity is for suckers, telling the truth is for chumps. Truth and integrity just get in the way of high-profile right-wingers' goals of owning the libs and gaining more and more political power so they can turn America into a 21st century version of a 1930s or 40s European fascist country. Now, the purpose I make these videos is not to recite statistics or tell you shit you can Google for yourselves, but to get people to think. Like I said toward the end of my last video, I know this will rub some people the wrong way, but I'm not going to sugarcoat or bullshit the serious things we have going on in our society. I don't like blanket statements about any group. I have known a lot of people that I like that lean to the right of center. For example, my wife grew up in a family of Republicans, and my homeboy, my good friend, he leans right of center. So this is not about every person that leans right. But if this pisses you off, then I'm probably talking about you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your comments, your feedback. Let me know if you agree, disagree, if you think I'm full of crap. I appreciate the feedback. Once again, I hope you keep watching. My next video is going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to showing it. This is Don B, and I'm gonna always just be real.